Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I have for you guys another video of P5X, and inside this video you guys already see the dang thumbnail, and no, this is not bait, but in 1.3 we are getting Yusuke, and not only that here, but we also have a vision for Makoto being in the future. So I am very excited to go over this here. We also have a dev note that we're going to be covering, in which I probably should just go ahead and just put that in the video as well. You know what, yeah, we're just gonna put that in the video as well, because we do have a few things to cover on that as well, in which I'll make sure that when it comes down to that, I guess the Discord will be able to be seen, because I did just post it in there, in which yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But if you guys are interested in this video, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy it here. We got a lot to cover. So first things first, we're going to immediately go over the crazy stuff here before we get into dev note, because the dev note is very lengthy. But inside of the 1.3.1 version here, we're getting on the, for Chinese version here, is going to be on the 23rd of this month. We are getting Yusuke's banner. Now inside of Yusuke's banner here, we're also going to have oh gosh, I gotta remember her name. I think it's Kotoko. We're also going to be having Yuki and Mont in the same banner here, which is very, very interesting. Now, for what I know, Yusuke is like a counter type of character. He does have the DPS mark on him as well, so I am very interested to see if they change this kit a lot. But this man should be pretty decent. Not sure how broken it's gonna be, but yeah, we're gonna be having some crazy things going along with this here. But this is going to be freaking awesome. I'm actually very, very excited. I'm a major Yusuke fan, of course, here. Definitely one of my favorite characters in P5. And I immediately got to say, I'm probably going to pull for at least a copy and his weapon no matter what. And that's going to be freaking awesome. But alongside of that, we also have in 1.3.2 being announced a double banner, which is going to be Rin and, of course, Riddle. So if you don't have any of these units here, you're going to have your chance to go ahead and pull for them. This is going to be next month on the 6th here. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and skip both of these guys, because I don't think I'll need them, to be honest, and which is really good, because the banner right after is the one that a lot of us have been waiting on, and that is going to be freaking Makoto. Yes, you heard that, or at least you heard me punch my hand for a second, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually excited about this one. But Makoto is dropping on the 20th of next month here. It is going to be most likely our first DPS nuker. As you can tell, she has the actual dagger for straight up DPS or damage with this, and I'm so excited to see what she has to offer on the table. Now, a lot of people have put her very high on the tier list who have been in the beta, and so I'm very, very excited to see if this is going to be true. But holy moly, just the next few versions are going to be absolutely stacked. I knew it was coming soon, but I didn't know it was coming soon, right? Like, this is crazy to see the lineup that we got here. Of course, we luckily have a breather here. There's no new other Phantom Thieves, which is fairly interesting. Any of the newer Phantom Thieves, which I thought they would at least bring out one, but I guess since this is going to be a major gap between palaces, this kind of makes sense here, because they don't want to rush the next palace that quickly, right? We still got to design the palace. We got to get like as big as possible as usual. It got to be way harder. So this is some things that's going to be going in between. So what I'm thinking is pretty much we're going to have Yusuke, these two, of course, no matter what, and then immediately having Makoto. After this one is probably going to either be a gaping or at least a gap, but I don't think so. If anything, I think it's going to be the newest Phantom Thief that's going to be with Wonder and the rest of the crew coming out with a new palace. But so far for 1.3.1, 1.3.2, and 1.3.3, we know for a fact that we're going to have some nice characters coming on in here, and this is going to be a fun freaking time for a lot of us. Not so fun for most free-to-players, but we're going to see how that goes here. But going into the next part of the video here, this is actually gotta be this one here, and that's going to be the actual dev thing. So let me go ahead and see if I can pull that up, if I can get it to pop up here. There we go. So we got it to pop up. So dev translation, you guys are going to be looking at the P5X news. If you guys aren't in the Discord, be sure to go ahead and jump in here. We usually post updates on things a lot. I actually got to make a P5X role perfectly so I can add you guys. But we have the whole Death Note. So this Death Note is fairly interesting. It's going to be very small on the screen here. I might just go ahead and just try to make it bigger. Yeah, let's just make this bigger for you guys. It's kind of weirdly organized, but you know what? We're gonna deal with how it is, right? I have it on a doc, so I'll be able to read it even better here for you guys, so it'll be easier. But inside the Death Notes that recently came out here, it is an interview going along with pretty much just different questions that we ended up asking to see exactly how they would respond to these and see exactly how this is gonna go. So one of the first questions immediately here, I actually had to deal with what's it called? How is the P5X version being planned here? Pretty much how they responded with this one is due to the unique pacing of P5X version updates, and the project team has not systematically communicated to schedule the players, causing some confusion about the game's timeline, which they deeply apologize for this. What they're going to end up doing for this, of course, as it says, is version plans and themes will be adjusted in presentations of future versions as well as it follows. So different version, what's it called, classifications. So such ones such as like will be divided into main story, event versions, and gameplay versions. So what they mean by this, what I'm trying to take apart from this, of course, is more of our updates when it does come down to the at least versions of different games here. We're gonna have, of course, our main storyline, which is gonna take place with the newer thieves, of course, and having Wonder, right? But the event versions are gonna morely plan out to most likely the Phantom Thieves themselves or other little side stories that are going to be happening with Wonder in the game, because we still don't know exactly what's fully going on with Wonder's whole story here, in which that's going to be main story type content. But alongside of that, we don't know too much about Wonder or the rest of the gang as well. So seeing their connection with the Phantom Thieves somewhat, yes, they are part of the cognition area, of course, but who knows, they can maybe twist that and try to form that into like more of an event version type of deal, in which I would think they would try to at least expand on this, which is really nice. Now, alongside of this, they do have gameplay versions, so most likely there's just going to be ones that's just going to be straight up gameplay updates. So who knows, maybe custom palace later or something like that, maybe something like just game modes in general, different things that are going to be limited time that you guys can do, maybe something even revolving around just the metaverse being at least Mementos in general. I almost said Cementos, look at that, my heroes infecting my brain, but infecting at least with Mementos itself, which is absolutely interesting as well. I actually kind of like that actual response here. But along to go with this here, they also said that they're going to be changing the original Gacha Pool preview to version content preview, and which will be actually synchronized on every Thursday for the following week, or at least following the last version of the previous preview. This will announce content 1.3.1, 1.3.2, and 1.3.3 today, which is what we took a look at here. And meaning the next preview will happen on June 27th, being Thursday, which is going to be fairly interesting. That's going to most likely be 1.3.4 or like 1.4, stuff like that, right? So we're going to see more things like that. Now with question 2, we have progress on co-operators and exclusive character storylines. Now, they actually liked this question being asked a lot here because, of course, we have character, what's it called? They have character storylines in development, as they said here, and they actually did have a survey for it that was released on May 12th. Now, this is pretty much a lot of things that they ended up having some suggestions for it, pretty much a decent bit of data in which they're actually going to be checking this out and doing things accordingly. Now that is actually, I want to say, stated, this is actually really good for us in general, because we're going to see a lot more new things. So if we can go ahead and scroll down here, it's going to start at the future new characters. So with this here, with the co-operator system, immediately we're going to be getting some original 5-star characters, which of course is going to be like in the main story, which we're able to at least have relationships with, matching age and gender. So this is going to be fairly interesting. But alongside of this, of course, we have the characters that will be not including the original cast. So there will be holiday themed characters, things like that, right? We even have a summer actual swimsuit character thing that's going to be happening very soon. So that is fairly interesting to see that they're actually taking that theme route as well, which I'm glad they're doing. So there's not only going to be just the regular versions of units, right? But this is kind of what I was thinking what they would do. Let's say you got Joker, right? or you have like just Joker in general, right? Well, there might be a summer Joker that has a different weapon, but it can go on the other Joker, seeing that, of course, we have the weapons for it. Why not use them that way? You never know. You can make a weapon that's maybe better for the original Joker, but it's technically for the summer Joker. But you can just switch around and see which one's better, right? So the fact that they're doing these theme type characters is really, really happy for me, because I actually wanted to see how they would expand more of their roster of units and like get more of that income flow to really support a lot of their game here. And this is where they're gonna be starting it from, and I really, really like that. And alongside of that, we're actually getting fed some stories, so I really do like that as well. Now with question 3 here, we have the current limitations on stamina acquisition and high training difficulty. They said they actually apologize for this, and they actually want to alleviate some of the training pressure. So what's going to be happening is they've already implemented some of this. Of course, it's double drop events, which is absolutely amazing, where during these events as well, we're going to be getting some coffee sent to us in game on each day. That's something that we've actually saw, and that was really, really nice of them to do. I did not think they would actually do something like that, but that's really, really nice, because it allows us to at least take advantage of the 5, I want to say the 5 thing for at least the daily doubles. And that's really, really nice, seeing that, of course, we're able to take advantage over that and then start grinding things that we want to do. Another thing, of course, there is going to be the shop that allows us to actually exchange super rank seals, which is really, really going to be nice. So that's also going to be really cool to see. And then we're also having inside of the lottery that we do have currently out some actual rewards, and there's going to be, every time that this actually comes out with the versions, there's going to be even better rewards than that. So that's really, really good. Now inside of the 1.3.1 update, which is going to be happening on May 23rd, and that's going to be with Yusuke, we're going to be getting 3 new persona masks, of course, into the persona index here, and alongside with the actual pilgrimage shop here, we're going to be having some different things as well. Now this we're going to be able to obtain the Heart of Sea season rewards without at least consuming stamina as well, so that's kind of nice. But there is a lot to chew with this, right? They have a ton of things planned that I was not expecting. So let's go ahead and keep moving here. So if we're taking a look at this here, I think we're supposed to be making sure we're checking out future optimizations underneath here, in which the following content will be implemented very soon. So let's go ahead and make sure what content they're talking about, because this is going to be where I kind of got interested, and I didn't really get to read the the rest of this, because things got a little bit crazy here. I think actually I skipped a decent bit of things too, so we got to go back up and check that out as well. But yeah, I did. So actually, yeah, we skipped, like, I went from being up here to immediately jumping to future characters, so we got to take a look back at that before we get down here. But we're gonna have event versions such as that, which is really gonna be nice. You guys already know, with the second phase of P5 crossover event is gonna be absolutely amazing as well. But we have gameplay versions coming out, which is actually gonna be awesome. This is mainly going to be just like focusing on just gameplay updates, some small planning as they did state, and this is pretty much just stuff that I was already going over. So you know what? Yeah, let's jump back down to where we were. But anyways, with the I want to say, let's go ahead and go down here. Yes, okay, so with where we were, which was back down into actually checking out the new persona mask, the 3 persona masks that we actually are going to be getting here is going to be what's it called? It's going to be Frost King, which is very, very interesting, because I was not expecting that. So I think you guys can see it on the screen, where I'll just go ahead and highlight it. We're gonna have the Frost King, who's going to be, of course, a freeze rank 7 Bishamon, which is going to be a nuclear rank 7, and then the rank 6, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not ever gonna say that name, because I ain't gonna lie, this one kind of break my ankles, but it's going to be a blessed persona as well. Now alongside of this, of course, we are going to be getting coffee candy in the daily rewards of the Maruki VIP card event, which is going to be another type of event here, which will restore 30 points of Otherworld stamina, which is really going to be interesting to see that we're going to have these newer timelines or storylines that will happen in this as well. Now, to at least ensure fair player rights, they said as well, after the version updates, they will compensate all players who have purchased the Maruki's VIP card with 1 coffee candy for each day of historical coverage before the update. So this is actually interesting because those coffee candies most likely are going to be really helpful for that event. So I am excited to see exactly how that's going to pan out here. Now, going down to question 4, which is other than outstanding issues, or at least I want to look at a little bit above here, which is feature optimization here. But please stay tuned for future announcements. We're going to be adding 3rd and 4th phases of Rufel's business plans, as well as different super rank persona masks in the rank 7s for the Abyssal Pilgrimage shop, which is pretty much where we're able to actually just go ahead and exchange these guys out finally very soon. So that's very nice. But other things that they wanted to actually go over was actually just some smaller stuff here, which is just going to be like the 4th question for the most part, in which this one is going to be other outstanding issues. So some players will be obtaining Minami here through the newcomer contract. Due to the short inter-tournament server disruption during this time, they've observed a few lower levels obtaining this obtaining this little this character through newcomer contract. They want to reinforce the code to prevent such issues and will handle accounts with abnormal data accordingly. So some people have been kind of manipulating the game so far as what they've been looking at here. So that's fairly interesting. And they're going to be delaying certain things in the next version announcement. Now, due to them delaying this, we do get us, of course, predetermined fate plus 10, and which is really good. We just have to go ahead and check our mail for that. But holy crap, there is a lot of stuff to digest here. We're getting all types of things, new updates, new events, you name it, we have it. And that is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I can't lie to you, it's crazy like to see. I'm not gonna lie to you. But so excited to see how this is gonna go. But whew, this is awesome. Can't wait. Till next time, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button with your forehead. Consider subscribing if you are new. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this all up for you all, and peace out.